A solemn funeral service for victims of the Palm Sunday attack in Angwan Rukoba just turned tense as fresh revelations emerged and protesters gathered outside the church. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, the UN Security Council is expected to vote Tuesday on a watered-down resolution calling for the unblocking of the Strait of Hormuz. Far from the sponsoring Gulf countries' initial goal of obtaining clearance to free it by force. The vote is expected at 11 a.m. Though the outcome is not certain, the text in question has been diluted in recent days in the hope of avoiding rejection. A draft seen by AFP on Monday no longer mentions authorization to use force, even defensively. The vote comes just hours before Donald Trump's 8 p.m. deadline for Iran to make a deal or face the US military destroying its power plants and bridges. At number 9, Manchester United defender Harry Maguire is set to remain at Old Trafford for at least another season after signing a new one-year contract. The 33-year-old England centre-back was in the final month of his current deal, but Maguire, who joined United from Leicester in an £80 million move in 2019, has agreed new terms that include an option for a further year. Maguire has been ever-present for United since former Old Trafford favourite Michael Carrick took caretaker charge after Darren Fletcher was briefly at the helm, following the end of Ruben Amorim's turbulent 14-month reign in January, with the Red Devils rising to third in the Premier League and a return to the Champions League now in sight. At number 8, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has urged parents and candidates to speak up if they are confident in their unified tertiary matriculation examination scores but are not admitted to their desired institutions. Registrar of JAMB, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, said this during an interview on Good Morning Nigeria, a Nigerian television authorities program. In a video posted by NTA on Tuesday, the registrar explained that many parents will resort to illegal means because they have climbed the ladder to illegality and believe no other path exists. He, however, stressed that the system is now transparent and designed to ensure fairness. At number 7, the Olubandan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Ladoja, on Tuesday inaugurated the Ibadan Community Guard to collaborate with the relevant security agencies for effective time policing of the 11 local government areas that make up the ancient city. The event also witnessed the inauguration of the Ibadan Economic Investment and Business Development Desk and the Ibadan Food Security Initiative Gari Ibadan. The ceremony was held at the Palace of Olubandan Oke-Aremo in Ibadan, North Local Government Area of the state. The Community Guard will be posted to all 11 local government areas of Ibadan land. At number 6, the Bauchi State Police Command has arrested 3 suspects in connection with the murder of a 35-year-old man, Saleh Ibrahim, and the subsequent unrest in Zaki local government area of the state. It was gathered that the incident occurred on March 15, 2026, when Ibrahim, a resident of Sansan village in Zaki local government area, was attacked and killed with a sharp object suspected to be a cutlass by unidentified assailants while riding his motorcycle, which was also stolen. At number 5, former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has raised concerns over repeated federal government approvals of trillions of naira to settle debts in the power sector, questioning their impact and transparency. In a post via his official X handle on Tuesday, Obi said the recent approval of 3.3 trillion naira as a full and final payment for power sector liabilities raises serious questions, noting that similar approvals had been made in the past without clear results. He pointed out that on May 17, 2024, 3.3 trillion naira was approved for the same purpose, while on July 25, 2024, another 4 trillion naira bond was approved to settle similar debts. At number 4, Governor of Enugu State Dr. Peter Mbah has commended operatives of the Department of State Services for the arrest of high-profile kidnappers and gun runners in the state. Speaking at the Enugu DSS Command Headquarters, Mbah extolled the Secret Service for their professionalism, discipline, and role in ensuring a peaceful Easter celebration, while urging them to maintain this momentum, which he described as a core duty of government. The governor expressed particular delight over the arrest of a high-profile gang leader who has been responsible for a series of attacks on security operatives and kidnappings for ransom in Enugu and its environs. At number 3, the Speaker of the Kebbi State House of Assembly, retired Honorable Mohammed Usman Zuru, is dead. His death was disclosed by his aide, Murtala Diri, in a statement issued on Monday. He reportedly died on Monday evening while receiving medical treatment in Cairo, Egypt. The late Speaker represented Zuru constituency in the Kebbi State House of Assembly and served as Speaker of the 10th Assembly. According to the statement, the late Speaker was a prominent political figure from the Zuru Emirate and his death is considered a major loss to his constituents, the state legislature, the political class, and Kebbi as a whole. At number 2, the Transmission Company of Nigeria said it plans to expand the national grid as it commences implementation of resettlement action plan, including acquisition and clearing of right of way for the reconstruction and upgrade of 130-kilometer Alaoji-Onitsha 330 kV transmission line. The project is being carried out in partnership with the African Development Bank, according to a Monday statement by the company. The project will upgrade the existing single circuit line to a 330 kV double circuit conductor transmission line, significantly enhancing the grid's capacity and efficiency. At number 1, a solemn funeral service for victims of the Palm Sunday attack in Anguan-Rukuba just turned tense as fresh revelations emerged and protesters gathered outside the church. The Chief of Staff, Government House Jos, Jeremiah Statman, who represented the Plateau State government, commiserated with families of the victims and assured them that efforts are underway to uncover the motive behind the killings and bring perpetrators to justice. Statman disclosed that toll from the attack has risen from 28 to 33 following the death of some victims in the hospital. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.